Hello everyone, this is Shanae McDaniel, aka Swirl Girl, coming to you with your final video for April Financial Literacy Month. It's not the last video on finances, but this is going to be closing out April Financial Literacy Month. And the topic that I'm going to be covering is paying off debts. And I'm going to be discussing two main strategies that is widely used to pay off debts. They are called the debt avalanche or the debt snowball. And you may be asking, well, which one is best for me? And you may even be saying, I've never heard of it. What is it? So I'm going to explain it. And the bottom line is you have to choose whatever one fits you, whichever one you feel is best for you. Then I'm going to be going over 7 tips that help you pay off debt. And then I'll go over a couple of resources that you can use as well to help you pay off your debt. So let's get started. The first method is called the debt avalanche method. And basically, this method says pay off all your accounts that have the highest interest rates first. And you're going to focus on making payments one balance at a time in order of the interest rate while still paying your minimum balance on all your other debts. So pay one at a time, minimum amounts on all your other debts. Now, the benefit to this is that you're going to pay off the debts faster and you're also going to pay less interest. The other benefit is that some people say that this is the best method because you're going to be saving thousands of dollars because you're paying off your high interest rates first. So you're not going to still be paying all the interest once they're paid off. The second one is called the debt snowball. So basically this method says you're going to pay off all your accounts with the lowest balance first. Okay? Now, if your debts have the same balance, what you'll do is you'll look and see which one has the higher interest rates and you'll pay that one first. So you're going to focus on paying off one balance at a time in the order of smallest to largest while making minimum payments on your other debts as well. Some people say the benefit to using the snowball method is that you're going to get quick satisfaction. So basically, once you start paying the credit cards off, you're going to be even more motivated to continue paying them off because you're knocking them out faster because of smaller balances are being paid off. So that is one of the upsides to why they're saying to use this method. It's up to you which one you want to use. Okay, so the 7 tips or 7 steps that you can use when paying off debt. The first one that I suggest is that you need to acknowledge that you actually have debt. Don't be in denial. Just realize that you have debt. The second step is you need to accept that you have debt and forgive yourself that you have debt because now you're on track to start paying them off. You're about to do something about it. The third thing is you need to focus on the present. Stop going back to how you got it, why you got it. It doesn't matter now. You have debt. What you need to focus on is the present right now so that you can start taking the necessary steps to knocking it out and getting rid of it. The fourth step is you need to make a game plan. Basically, choose which strategy you want to use, the debt avalanche or the debt snowball. Once you have decided which one you want to use, part of your game plan is to stop spending on those credit cards. And also, if you don't have credit cards, you have loans, it's time to pay them off and knock them out. You cannot get out of debt if you keep adding more debt to it. Number 5 is to be able to make additional payments once you get to that point, to adding more money to paying off those debts. Number 6, remember, this is temporary. You're working on getting rid of this current situation, which is a temporary situation, as long as you continue to stick to the game plan and knock out your debts. And number 7, celebrate your milestones and do it in the mini milestone fashion. For example, once you paid off your first $500, celebrate it. That doesn't mean go spend money, but give yourself a pat on the back. Be happy for yourself. It's okay. Celebrate you are knocking out your debt. Okay? Now, there's 2 resources that I want to go over that you can also use in your process of paying off your debt. One doesn't cost anything, and one does. Now, depending upon where you are financially, kind of determines which one you're going to use. The first one is real simple. You're going to make your own chart on your own paper, okay? You're going to make columns and rows, and I'm going to tell you what needs to go in each one. And the first column is going to be name. And what you're going to do is you're going to name your debt. If it's ABC credit card, put ABC credit card. If it's ABC loan company, put ABC loan company. The next column is going to be the balance. This is the balance that you owe. This is the balance that you have. The next column is going to be the limits. And the next column is going to be your available credit. So for example, if you have a credit card with ABC Company, if you have a $300 balance, your limit is $500, your available credit is going to be $200. So make sure you write that down. The next column is going to be your interest rate that you have for each debt. The next column is going to be your minimum payment for each debt. And lastly, your next column is going to be your due date for each debt. And based upon what strategy you use will determine which order you pay them off, whether by balance or whether by interest rate. And the second resource is one that you pay for, but there's a company that we are affiliated with that has a debt elimination software that you can input all of your debts into, and it basically keeps track for you. It even gives you an idea of how long it will take you to pay off your debt if you pay a certain amount of money. And you can basically calculate it and keep up with it. So whichever method works best for you and whichever resource works best for you, I suggest you use it, and good luck on your journey to paying off your debt.